Let's talk about AI use and YouTube. I'll take a sip of my drink. I have felt very strongly about AI use on YouTube in the past. I had a live stream that was like an hour long where I was just like, something fishy's going on here. And I was talking about a YouTuber called Pexto, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I actually have some good, there's some good uses for AI on YouTube and just video content in general. And there are definitely some bad uses. And today I'm going to talk about it, talk about the good and the bad. First of all, let's start off with the bad, so that way we can end on the good, right? The bad, in my opinion, is when people use AI to just make every part of the video and they just pump out videos. It's a cash cow. That's where I was talking about that channel, Pexto. Pexto seems like a normal channel at first. I was watching them for a few months, and then one day I clicked on a video and I was just like, this is AI, the voice. I didn't realize it before, but I was like, this is AI. And there was a top comment on the video said, bro's voice is AI generated. And the replies were like, yeah, duh. And I was like, I didn't even notice for 3 months. And then once people said it in the comments and I started listening, I couldn't unhear it. It was like something just clicked. I was like, this is AI, no. And I just stopped watching Pexto. And then like a week later, man, another channel pops up on my account. And it's like one of those video essay formats type of videos. And I like that stuff, so I clicked on it. The video sounded exactly like Pexto, but it was a different channel. And the voice was maybe like pitched down like a little bit more. And I was like, okay, that's pretty fishy. I ended up finding 2 more channels. Same exact voice, all of them just pitched slightly differently. Same structure, same video format, same type of content, same thumbnail, and very similar titles. That's when I said something fishy's going on here. I made a live stream about it. We kind of went over it a little on the live stream. And yeah, dude, I don't have any concrete evidence to say this is AI generated. It's all circumstantial. But in my opinion, this Pexto channel, along with the 3 other channels they've created, which, by the way, I emailed one of the channels and I said, hello, are you linked to the channel Pexto by chance? Also, is your content AI generated by chance? And they said no to both. I can't remember. I'll pull up the email. I'll pull up the email for you. But that's where my problem comes in with the AI use. If you're gonna do it, don't do it on everything, first of all, which I don't have evidence that they did it on everything, that they did it on their editing and stuff. If I had to guess, Pexto has like a team of editors and this is just their brand, and they have these 4, maybe even more channels than 4. And it's just a cash cow. They pump out content every few days on one channel. They pump out content every few days on the other channel, but it all links up so that it's posted like every day. It's crazy. It's a cash cow, man. They're making thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars per month on this. It's insane. And if they just said in the description of the videos or on the about page of the channel, this voice is AI generated, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But the fact that they not only do not specify but completely deny it, that's a little fishy to me. Definitely a little fishy, and I'm not a fan of it. Now, if they want to prove me wrong, bro, if Pexto or his other channels happens to see this video, just make a video. You don't have to do a face reveal. Just do a video where you're talking into the camera and you say, hello, Mr. J-Wool, or something like that. I don't know. If they were to just do something like that where, I don't know. It's just so obvious that it's AI. They deny it and they just avoid it when people talk about it in the comments. I'm not a fan of that. I was thinking about this in the shower the other day. And when I was thinking, I was like, wait a second, but I've watched videos that have voice to text before and I haven't had a problem with it. In 2016, maybe 2017, I used to watch a channel called Cowbelly. And this is embarrassing. I used to watch all these dank meme compilation videos. I thought they were quite humorous. I enjoyed them. And it was so obvious that the voice was voice to text that I really didn't have a problem with it. It's anonymity. It makes sense. You're on the internet. You know, most people don't want to give out all their personal info and have their voice be able to be recognized or anything about themselves be able to be recognized. That totally makes sense. But the thing that was good about this Cowbelly channel was it was very obvious that it was a voice to text. And the thing that's not good about this Pexto channel is that it's really not obvious at all, and they even add all these like extra, human type noises, laughs and stuff to make sure that you think it is not AI. Another channel did this, a South Park channel called Sarek Artman, and they got called out by a creator named Blooms. And that was originally why I made the live stream about Pexto, is because that whole thing was going down, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make that live stream, something fishy's going on YouTube. Now, it's not a huge deal to the viewer, but to the creators, there are a ton, dozens, hundreds, probably thousands of creators that make those video essay type of videos. And here's what I said, it seems unfair, but like I said, I was thinking yesterday, and I was thinking, well, technically it's not actually unfair. Technically it's really fair. These people are just using what's available to them. Oh, I don't know how to draw very well. I'll just use AI to generate these images for me, or maybe I'll just use AI for this voice. The voice thing, let's move on from that. There's a lot of videos on here that are clearly AI generated in the videos, the images themselves, which I think is more of a problem because these other creators who spend hours, drawing images in MS Paint or whatever, they can only pump out one video a week, maybe one video every 2 weeks. Meanwhile, these AI generated channels can just do like 3 per day on different channels, and then they just rake in thousands of dollars and push the other ones out of the algorithm because they're able to consistently post like that. But that's where things get tricky. Like I said, it's not unfair. It actually is really fair. They're just using exactly what is available to them, which in this day and age is AI. Take this example right here. For my music, I create my drums electronically through BandLab. I create my bass electronically through BandLab. I do it all myself. All of it is made by me. But is that unfair to people who actually own drum sets and make drums like that? No. I'm just using the resources I have. So that's kind of my argument for the AI side of things, where technically it's not unfair, but morally speaking, it's not even exactly morally wrong either. It's just not great. It's not what creators like me want to see on this platform. But for the viewer, a lot of times it doesn't even matter. I guess my problem with it is that it's killing creativity. These channels that are very creative and talented artists, they draw these pictures and it takes them a long time to produce videos, and then they just kind of get smushed by this AI generated slop that takes an hour to produce, and you can pump out 4 videos a week if you wanted to. I don't know, it's just not great. There's a channel I like called Chat History, and it's very clear that everything in the channel is handmade. It's made by a person. The editing, the animations, the pictures, the voice, it's clearly human. And that aspect of it really makes me enjoy it. And I wish other people felt that way. Or maybe I'm making this video hoping that other people will feel that way, because when I see the AI generated stuff, it's good videos, it's technically morally right, it is technically fair, but it doesn't hit the same as this man-made stuff. But the AI generated stuff gets pumped out so quickly, it's all over my feed, that like 40% of my feed is AI generated and 60% is actually real humans, like in these video essay formats. And I don't know, I just prefer the human aspect, obviously, and I just hope other people do as well. One thing I will say about AI is I find it acceptable to use it to research in your videos. No matter what kind of video you're making, it makes sense to use AI to research, because if you go on ChatGPT and you go, give me a list of this, it pulls sources directly from YouTube. So all it's really doing is saving you the trouble of condensing it into digestible format yourself. It's taking the same information you would have got, but it's just making it easier access for you. That stuff I am totally okay with. One thing I'm thinking about is when you ever post on YouTube, you get this this prompt that says, is this video made for kids? And you have to select one of the options. No, it's not made for kids, or yes, it's made for kids. This ties in with COPPA laws, I think it's called, COPPA. And basically what happens is if you select yes, it's made for kids, the YouTube video will be available on YouTube Kids and there can't be any comments. But if you select it's not made for kids, it won't be on YouTube Kids and there will be an ability for comments. But there's like penalties if it's actually bad and you're saying bad words, but you say it's made for kids. I kind of wish there was something like that with AI, where it's like, is this video AI generated? And it sends you a prompt every time you make a video. Because TikTok does that. But there's also no penalty if it is AI generated and you say it's not. Or at least I don't think there's a penalty. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, there should be a penalty. But then again, why should there be? There's technically not doing anything wrong. It's just, it's like a moral gray area. That's my thing here. It's just, I don't know. You can't exactly enforce it or tell people to stop using AI. You can't make them say, this is AI generated. I'm going to specify this is AI generated. But in my opinion, you probably should specify if you're going to do something like that. I don't know. I'm not a real big fan of AI in general. I actually think it's gonna die out within like, okay, this is like my big prediction for the future, right? Within 100 years, AI will not die out, but it will be refined to only do important things. Like right now, some companies are trying to push like AI first. Oh, we're using AI on this, AI that, AI marketing. I think that within time, it's going to get a lot of backlash from the consumers, and consumers are going to say, we don't want AI, we don't like this, we want the human aspect. So companies will refine it down, and they'll start using AI for only things that are really beneficial and that people see as good. And I think what we'll see is more talk about AI, when it's good to use and when it's not good to use. But I also don't think this is going to happen for years to come. It might happen in the next decade. I would probably say it'll happen in the next decade, if anything. Probably not this one. I don't think it's important enough yet. I don't know if it'll ever be that important. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on AI use in YouTube, and that's all I got for you. See y'all later.